What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, we actually had a Deadpool and Wolverine, I know, surprise video coming this afternoon. We've actually rescheduled that for midnight, so it'll drop late for you, and if you miss it today, you'll see it tomorrow. In the meantime, there's some huge breaking news I had to jump on here and do a video for, because it's now being reported by multiple sources that apparently Michael Waldron will no longer be writing the Avengers 5 script. He was the second writer to take up the script, and there was a very important reason Marvel installed him on Avengers 5, obviously because he's also writing Avengers 6, and he would want continuity to be there between the two scripts. We're going to break down this latest report and what it actually means for a film that by all reports is supposed to start filming and at the end of this year and still hasn't locked in a director. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of Deadpool and Wolverine just under 2 weeks away. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this basically broke everywhere within the last hour, but it originated as an exclusive with Nexus Point News. They've been rather active lately in the Marvel Scoop game, and under the headline, exclusive, Michael Waldron has left Avengers 5, where they go on to report, quote, the next installments of the Avengers franchise continue to remain in flux as Marvel Studios' Avengers 5 has once again lost a writer. As we have learned from our sources, Michael Waldron has departed from the project, leaving it without a director, writer, and an official title now. Later in the article, they continue by saying, quote, as we reported earlier this month, the film is looking to actually start shooting in late March of 2025 through August of that year. With 8 months left until production commences, it's likely that Waldron's replacement will only come aboard to revise and touch up Waldron's script. On the other hand, this would not be the first time that Marvel Studios has hired a writer to rewrite a script under a time constraint. In 2022, Michael Waldron himself was hired to rewrite Scott Derrickson's script for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness just 3 weeks prior to reshooting. Also, if you've been keeping up with videos here at the channel, they've been rehiring writers for basically every project, where the Fantastic Four is on now its 3rd or 4th writer, and Blade is on its 5th or 6th writer. This is not new for Marvel Studios. Waldron is still attached to write Avengers Secret Wars for those of you who are interested, which the article notes is still expected to drop in 2027, but I suppose we're all going to know a lot more about that in just weeks from now at Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, there's a couple of ways to take this news. As I just mentioned, this is par for the course. Marvel Studios has been changing writers and changing the script and hiring new writers for quite some time for every project. So one way of looking at this is it's just more of Marvel Studios being Marvel Studios. The other way of looking at this is sometimes when Marvel Studios does this many rewrites, you end up with a homogenized project or a story that has some really weird editing or cohesion problems, say for instance like Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, where in the 3rd act you have Ant-Man using dialogue that references a conversation between him and Kang that did happen in the 2nd act before they edited it out, making his dialogue not really sit well or make sense. A lot of that happened, again, because of the watered down nature of how many rewrites they were doing, and it's definitely been referred to again as too many cooks in the kitchen. You want a solid voice, and that's why a lot of us were excited when they signed Michael Waldron to Avengers 5, because this is the guy Marvel Studios has writing Avengers 6 Secret Wars. Obviously, the same dude working on both stories makes sure a lot of those editing problems, a lot of those cohesion problems are avoided, but now obviously with this new change, that's not going to be the case. Here's my honest take on this. I would be surprised if Michael Waldron doesn't still get writing credit on this in some way, meaning that there's probably a version of his script or elements of his script that are going to survive a future rewrite. If Marvel Studios wanted to go a completely different direction with the story, or if the specific directors that they're now targeting want significant changes made to the script, it could be one of those cases where it's sort of a mutual agreement that they'll let someone take over from there. Michael Waldron may be busy finishing Avengers 6 Secret Wars. It doesn't have to be this sort of animosity-laden thing where Marvel fired him off the script, and unfortunately, I feel like some people are going to take it that way. I think Marvel's gotten to a place where they want these movies to be good, and they're willing to do as many reshoots or as much as it takes in pre-development to sort of take the movies all the way. and that's why you're seeing with movies like Blade and Fantastic Four, and even more recently with the reshoots and the rewrites that they did for Captain America Brave New World, that's how they're investing their money in the pre-pro. It's just that when we hear about writers changing, there's sort of this overarching negative connotation that they're changing because the script is bad, and we've heard that in some cases with the Blade rewrites, but I'm not sure that it's exactly what's going on. It's more like Marvel Studios is continuing to work on these projects this way, and it's just very public when they change this many writers and this often. It's not normally how movies are made, but it's becoming the norm for how Marvel movies are made. And again, while I reference some of the problems that may be inherent in that during this video, at the end of the day, I'd rather them spend the time to bring in new writers and get the script to a place where they think it's at its best than not do rewrites at all and just force something like what we might have gotten if Mahershala Ali had just let the first Blade script slide, and we see how many cracks they had to take at that. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to find out if the guy Eric Pearson we've been hearing so much about, who's now finishing the Fantastic Four script, is going to take the current script from Michael Waldron, maybe take it over the finish line. But for devil's advocacy's sake, because I already know this is going to be some people's take, and I don't want to just dismiss it, yeah, it is a little disconcerting to know that they want to film and don't have a director, a title, or a script written yet. And so all I would say is that along with these rewrites and taking the time to get it done, that Marvel Studios needs to take the time to get it done, because what I worry about is them putting themselves in an impossible timeline where they have to start shooting and before the script is ready. And I know with San Diego Comic-Con just weeks away and them obviously wanting to make an announcement and an update for the slate since it's been 2 years, they probably feel some pressure to want to get that right and have that all lined up. But man, if you need to delay the movies a couple of years because you need to finish the script, then do that. That's the whole point of taking time to get it right. Don't turn around and make an impossible deadline for the rewrites and then start shooting on a movie that's not finished. That's how you end up with editing errors like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and Ant-Man using dialogue that referenced a conversation with Kang that never made it into the film. You guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Who do you think they should use on a writer for all this? Are you worried? Are you not? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, and we're just going to continue to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro or the 6 comes out. At this point, who knows which will be first. Also, when we get a little closer to Deadpool and Wolverine's release, say about 2 weeks out, we'll start doing more regular ticket giveaways for the film as well. If you want to be entered to win for either of those or any of the other future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos that you comment on here at the channel, the better chance you have of winning. Please remember that only winners will be announced when there is one, with the comment shown on screen and live with my voice announcing that winner. So if you should get a comment on my YouTube channel, really any YouTube channel, any platform with someone claiming you've won a prize, please remember that anybody can take a content creator's photo, make a new profile, use that photo, claim you've won a prize, and it's all just a scam to get you to pay for shipping. No content creator will ever ask you to DM them on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp. No content creator, point blank, will ever ask you to pay for shipping. So if this should happen to you, although they've left us alone for the last year or two here at my channel, they've been attacking some of my friends' channels in this little corner of YouTube. So if you should get a comment like this somewhere, please report it to YouTube. YouTube is very fast and thorough about deleting and suspending those accounts. And then not only have you deleted that comment for you and other people on that channel, but you've deleted that comment across all of YouTube wherever they've spammed that. You are doing such a community service and really helping everybody out beyond just the content creator who's getting spammed. So if you should get a comment, remember, report it to YouTube. The best way to keep up with the content here at the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you guys checking my music out, thanks to those who already have, thanks for your support here at the channel. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.